What is going on, everyone? So, you caught me here at the body shop. We are checking out my truck. I was supposed to be picking it up today. I snuck in here during lunch while no one was here so I can check it out. I'm still hoping I'm going to be able to get it today because I can't wait to drive it again. But here's a little sneak peek. It does not have the paint on it yet. Looks like my tire is going low. Don't know what that's all about, so I'm going to have to check that out tonight. But all the body work is done. This was all gouged up and the bumper was all pushed in, but the bumper came out perfect. It's all fixed, and so did the flares. The flares came out great. They were all gouged up and it looked terrible. So he already has the paint. I'm assuming he's going to prime it and then paint it and get it cleared and have it ready for tonight. I'm hoping, like that's what the plan was. Supposed to be done yesterday, but here we are now and it's not even primed yet, so that's not a good sign. I really hope I can get my truck back tonight, but we'll see. I'm waiting for the painter to come back and we will see what he says about it, because I need my truck back. All right, we got my truck back. We are in the Prado and we got some stuff to do to it today. Damage is all repaired. I'll show you guys that as soon as we're back in the shop. We're gonna pull this in. We got some parts to put on it and we got some maintenance to do. We're gonna do an oil change. I got the Toyota oil filter. Do a nice oil change, get ready for the winter, and install these new goodies I got for it. So let's get to it. Here is the results. This is all fixed and resprayed, factory Toyota paint. And then we had a gouge on the front right here, not as big as the back, but you know, a big scuff going across the front. And then we had a big scuff on the front bumper as well. So basically took care of everything on this side of the truck. And the rest of the truck is filthy right now. It's got oversprayed dust on it. But overall, it does look 100 times better. So only thing that is semi a problem, it's gonna bother me, so I'm gonna take care of it. No one would ever notice unless I said something, because these flares are original and the truck's 25 years old. This side has faded a bit, so this is definitely a lighter color than the newly sprayed ones. Definitely came out a bit darker. This is the factory paint code and it's got a pearl in it, and it was all mixed up, you know, perfectly from a paint stop, you know. So it is the correct color 100%. It's just the old one is a bit more faded. So getting down to parts that I got that we're gonna throw on today. It might not look like much, but this part is actually extremely hard to find. I've yet to actually find one for sale. I had to basically find a yard, not even in Japan. I couldn't find one in Japan. I looked. I found a yard in Pakistan taking apart 90 series Land Cruisers, and I was able to source one out of Pakistan. So this came from Pakistan and it just came in. And that is the center console out of a higher model, a TZ model. So instead of, I'll show you mine. Mine's basically one deck with cup holders on top. This is a double deck one. So we're going to install that. These are so hard to find, it's unreal. We got an emblem, which mine has been missing since day one. And according to the Australian forums, on the trucks that never came, the diesels that never came with an idle up button, supposedly you can just add this idle up button and it's already programmed in the computer and it should idle up just by adding the button. So we will see, because these buttons are like 60-70 bucks as well when you can find them. They don't pop up that often. All this stuff just came out of Pakistan, so hopefully the button works. If not, then I got a cool button on my dash that does nothing. So this is what it looks like. It's been like this since I bought it. It just has the outline of the TX here. and I've scraped as much as I can off. We got the first piece to the puzzle over here, which is the emblem. So let's see. Luckily, it's got an outline. You just stick it right on the outline. Bing, bang, boom. Make sure it's straight. Looks pretty good to me. And press. I used Gorilla Tape, two-sided tape that's super thin and super strong. So you can't see it. It looks like factory, so it doesn't bulge out or anything like some two-sided tapes are really thick. This stuff is super thin, just like the OEM two-sided tape. Okay, so as you can see, mine is a single, and I glued it all back together because they break like crazy. They're known to break. And this one little piece right here, a replacement one, used ones are like 150 bucks for ones that aren't broken. So you could find these ones, but this one is just a better design, so you don't gotta worry about it breaking, and you have a whole nother compartment, and it sits a little higher so you could rest your arm on it, because that just sits a little low. You can't rest your arm on it. So, like I said, these are out of a TZ model. My truck's a TX. So they're ridiculously hard to find. I looked for months until I found this one in Pakistan. So, let's see what is needed to take it off. So we got 2 screws right here. We got our little screwdriver. Bing, bang, boom, yada, yada, and it is off. But yeah, this was broken ever since I got the truck. I did glue it and it held, you know, so it is still usable, but you can't really see that from the top. You just see a couple little cracks, but I wanted the upgraded one. They're just not cheap and impossible to find. And out with the old, in with the new. I do gotta clean it a little bit. It says Prado on it from the parts yard, but that will clean right off. But so much better and more storage room on top of it. All right, so we are all finished up with the winter maintenance on the Prado. Oil change is complete. Went from a 10 weight to a 5 weight oil for the cold weather. Got our little new sticker on the back. Little dealership sticker, Yokohama. The details that count. Cleaned up the tires a little bit so they look a little better. Sides all painted up. No more damage in the back. Fresh Earl. We got our new center console in, looking great. I wanted to clean this thing up a little bit and vacuum it, but that is going to have to be tomorrow. Maybe I'll do it quick before I leave, but I'm not gonna go crazy. We also got a new quality control sticker. Just looks cool. I got rid of some of the other stickers that were on there. I was tired of them. Losing some of the stickers, getting rid of them. But yeah, that is about it for this. We are all prepped, ready for winter, seeing that the SUV I bought for the winter is not gonna be here for the winter. So right now I'm waiting on 3 SUVs that I bought in Japan to show up, and none of them are even on boats yet. One of them I bought in September. Still not on a boat yet. So apparently there's a big issue with ships going to New York right now. I have the whole shipping schedule and I don't see any ships coming to New York in the foreseeable future. So I have all these cars sitting in Japan and they're just sitting there. And it kind of sucks. Yeah, it definitely sucks because I want them. I want my cars. All right, so we are gonna head up to DJ's again and go hang out with them up there. It's a little bit later. It's like 9 o'clock at night. But yeah, we're gonna go up to DJ's, see the boys. I wanted to drive the Sylvia so we can get some stuff done to it, but it's gonna pour out tomorrow, and I'm not gonna drive all the way back down here to drop my car back off. So I'm just gonna drive the Crown, which it drives real nice, so I'm not gonna complain too much. But I really wanted to take one of my cars. All right, so we are up at DJ's. Everyone is over at Jimmy's shop right now because Brian got his LS E46 started. That's what they're all checking out right now. And it is unbelievably loud. I was just over there and I can't even hear myself think, it's so loud. Probably the loudest car I've ever heard in my life, to be honest, besides like a top fuel dragster. It's crazy loud. He's gonna get booted off tracks, I guarantee it. But we're up here at Donaldo's. They will be popping back over here in a minute, I am sure. I have too much of a headache to hear any more of that. All right, so Mr. Dag now is finishing up this side of his wheel bearing, but he went the route that most people do not. So he's actually pressing, I think I said it before. More work. Yeah, well, much more work. He's pressing his hub out and just replacing the bearing. His bearing is smoked.
I like doing more work, Mike.
He does. Mr. Dagnell's the worker. He's tired of taking the bus.
Exactly.
He said, no more bus, I'm fixing my car. So he actually just bought the bearing and he's pressing, which actually ends up being much cheaper, and these are lifetime warranty. So it's really not that hard to press out. You just press it out, press it in, right? There's no circlips or anything. You just press the hub out.
No, yeah, I mean, easy.
We all got press set up, so it's really the smart thing to do, to be honest. I probably should have just bought new hubs and pressed them right in myself, but I needed the whole setup, so I bought just a bolt-in setup.
These were $3.99, Mike.
Oh yeah, these 5 lugs came out of a S14 that I parted out. We all parted it out, but I had the car back when S14s were not expensive cars. We cut the fucking thing up. Nowadays, that would have been a savable shell. No?
Oh yeah,
that would have been a savable shell. We cut that motherfucker up with a sawzall. Real cool interior. What's up, buddy?
What's up, brother?
Say hi to everyone.
Good to see you.
It's good to see you as well. He just picked this thing up. Very cool. Super low mile. He's gonna do some kind of K swap, probably a K24. Make this thing sweet. But yeah, Hondas are the way to go these days, apparently. So I actually found an SIR that I kind of want, but I got to refrain from buying another car. I have so many cars coming in that I cannot buy another car. Actually, I'm looking to buy a couple more cars, but I'm going to end up keeping the SIR if I buy it, so I can't do that. Donald's heavy doing body work. We got Dagnell doing some paint work over here on a factory lip. That's rare, real rare for a lip to have no cracks.
A little paint,
yeah.
Make it look clean.
Are you getting a Honda next, Mr. Dagnell? What are you getting?
Odyssey.
The Odyssey, yeah. Time to replace the old Plymouth.
Exactly. Okay.
All right, so it's the end of the night. We are going to call it. I will see you guys the day after tomorrow. I'll make another video. You know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe, and you'll see me and the boys this weekend. But yeah, check me out on Instagram too, MikeG203. Good night, everyone.